Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to FTR here for round 14, the Singapore Grand Prix, and we start off qualifying our second run, or our first run rather, I guess, is provisional pole position, which is nice. And yeah, we're going to be doing a different strategy here. Me and Alex are going to be starting on the softs, which is not what you want to do. You want to start on the mediums at all costs and go on to the hards. But this week, or in the week leading up to this race, and like the week before it and the week after was stressful for a number of reasons, in terms of the league and just other stuff going on in life. So me, Alex, Callum and Casper, we all had a pretty stressful time of things. Callum has elected not to race anymore as he isn't really enjoying it. And Casper also isn't racing a lot because he has exams on. And yeah, there was a lot of miscommunication, a lot of stuff that went on that was a bit childish, but it's not really for me to go into at this point. Luckily, we are able to race though, and this is just what we want to do. Come and we're going to race. We are going to be sort of taking the piss because we really didn't care, me and Alex. We just wanted to get Alex a championship, which you'll be able to get relatively soon, and we just wanted to have fun. And yeah, we're starting the softs. Obviously, we're gonna. It's all very depressing. I don't really want to go into it, but yeah, it's not worth it. As we can see, we're actually very close to our teammate there. In qualifying, if we hadn't have had a little bit of a snap of oversteer, I believe just over the Anderson Bridge, we'd have got pole position. Had a slightly better last sector, we would have got it. But it's good to see. We're 1-2. Obviously, we're not going to hold this for the race because we are basically giving away a free pit stop. We are going to be going soft to hard, but we're going to be going soft to medium and then medium again because we can, I guess. But yeah, I'll catch you all for the race. I'm going to let you listen to me and Alex communicate about what we're going to do in terms of strategy. And yeah, I'll see you for the start of the race. I think it's because we're racing.
He's the one wanting to leave. I mean, yeah, I said in previous he's the one wanted to leave because he was pissing me off.
I don't know. If we've got a gap at the end of lap 1, that's outside of 2 seconds, I think we should extend it to the full length of the soft stint, or until. Actually, I don't mind cooking Daisy. Actually, if you want to go to
I don't see.
I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel on the softs. So you're definitely going to pit lap 1, yeah? So that's the unusual strategy. We're now going into the race. We've got 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. We get a pretty decent start. Alex obviously gets an amazing start, and Daisy's just going to go right around our outside here, and he's going to already move up into second place. Obviously, we're not really racing these lot. We're just me and Alex are just having a bit of fun here. We're not really stressing too much about this race. We just want to have fun, really. So hopefully, we're literally burning gear, I say, to try and get past Daisy. We really don't need to, but we're going to do it. There is rain scheduled for the end of this race, so that could throw a bit of a spanner in the works. It is Singapore. Safety cars are going to be quite common. There is only 9 of us racing, though, which is a little disappointing to see. Obviously, more people means more safety cars. Obviously, less people means that everyone has a chance of scoring points, but I really don't worry about DNFing. I usually make mistakes, but I very rarely DNF from a race. Just ignore Monza last year. We're going to be going on to the end of lap 3 now. We're going to be pitting and going on to a set of the medium tyres. As you can see, Alex is quite a way behind. Chris has started on the hards. I believe he didn't qualify again and has started on the hards. It's an interesting strategy to not qualify, especially around a track like this, but I guess that's his decision. And putting on the set of the mediums here, Alex is going to jump us although it's actually not going to be close because the pit lanes are really long here. And now we've got a task of just hunting everyone back down and trying to get podium is what we're going to be aiming for. I believe Westy is the one up in front, and Stacey, I believe, made a mistake as he's dropped back quite heavily from for Westy. It's on lap 5 here, Sully D pitted. Wood Gorilla is already a minute behind somehow. And here Bastinator, I believe, got caught up in a bit of a collision, and he's very sportsmanlike and lets us go through there without any hassle. So I was very grateful for him for that. And on lap 6 we have a safety car. So this is actually very interesting because us pitting early allows us to get a massive undercut on everybody. But also now there's a safety car, we're going to be bunched right back up into the field. So, you know, it's it's definitely going to be interesting to see the restarts, see my teammates actually pitting. So is Websy. I think everyone's pitting actually. We're going to get out just ahead of Websy, hopefully. Yes, we are. So we're going to be into 4th place. Dacey's gone onto the hards, so they will go to the end, but they're going to be quite dead towards the end. And he's going to get swarmed by Westy on the mediums. We've already picked up a 3-second time penalty, so once again being very sloppy in terms of the track limits. But the safety car's coming in now. We're getting ready for the restart, and we've gone. We haven't gone because Chris went too early. And he's elected to stay out on the hard tyres. This is why you don't really start on the hards if there's an early safety car, because you're pretty buggered in terms of strategy then. You see Websy trying to look for a move on us. And Chris is already getting swarmed pretty much here. Dacey's going to go up his inside here. We're going to be deploying overtake. Jeff's given us another strategy. We don't really need to know about that now. And Dacey manages to go around the outside. So too with Westy, so Chris has lost 2 positions in 2 corners. I might have a look here as he looks up, but it really isn't space for me to dive up the inside, and I really do not want to be doing that, especially after the shenanigans this week. And Chris has started to lag out as the host, which means that for some reason I'm lagging out everywhere. Luckily we don't actually disconnect, we do come back. As you can see, everyone's just going everywhere, and I'm thinking, oh god, what the hell's going on? But luckily we the server rectifies itself, or the internet connection rectifies itself. We have lost a considerable amount of time though, which is a bit annoying, but it happens. But everything's sorted now. And now we're getting underway, trying to get past Chris. Our teammate got past us in a pretty sneaky move, so fair play to him. And now on the back of Chris, we're going to be going for a move into turn 5, hopefully. Use the DRS and overtake. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty simple move as we go up the... I'm going to go around the outside here, going to brake late, and we get the move done pretty simply. So yeah, run wide, but we don't get a penalty for it, which is nice. Alex has already got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so it's not going well for him. We've only got 3 seconds. Westy and Dacey are very consistent in terms of not getting penalties, which is a bit annoying. As we come to lap 17 here, the rain has started falling quite early, and once again this is making me very happy because I am very quick in the rain. And obviously it's Singapore, which is a naturally quick track for me. I have a good weather setup for it, so hopefully we should be able to reel in Dacey and Westy as my teammate lets me go here. We do have 6 seconds worth of penalties, so we're going to have to close these guys in and extend a 6-second gap, providing they don't get any penalties. So we're going to be stopping this lap, I believe. We're actually going to be stopping lap 19, so 2 laps later the rain has come down a bit more, and we're going to the pits, put on a set of the intermediate tyres, and Dacey goes into his pit box and is put on a set of mediums. So it looks like he forgot to change his strategy. Westy gets released into the path of us, but obviously we get slowed down because this game is incredible. Luckily we get let out without being held, so we are now in provisional P2 in this race, because Dacey's going to have to pit again, and we just have to close down Westy now.
No way.
I'm really not worried about anybody else. The only thing that's worrying me is the penalties. We did up our front wing to 11, so we're now running 11-11 wings, which is going to make us very quick in the rain. Unfortunately, overtake is going to be quite difficult. So hopefully we can maybe get Westy in an unconventional spot in the race, as we have a massive snap of oversteer there. Bassinator stayed out on the mediums, so we're going to get past him pretty easily. Daisy Webbsy also out on dry tyres, so we're going to get past them quickly. I'm hoping that I catch Daisy at a good time so I don't get held up massively. Daisy and Webbsy are currently battling on dry tyres on a wet track, which is quite interesting, to say the least. It was quite fun to watch. Luckily they're not going to hold us up too much, because they're both going to be pitting as we go through this third to last corner here. Daisy actually managed to get Webbsy going into the pit lane there, so that was rather amusing. And now we are, as Daisy actually picks up a penalty going into the pit lane, so he must have slid out wide there. We now have to close in 4 seconds to Westy, and then pull a 6-second margin, which is going to be a tall order, but hopefully we can do it. And now as we go on to lap 25, unfortunately we've picked up another penalty. Once again, getting very sloppy, so with 6 laps to go, it doesn't really look like we're going to be able to pull this gap. Well, they're saying that we do have a lot of pace, so if Westy makes a mistake or gets damage, we might be able to do it, but we've got to get past him quickly. But unfortunately, the issue of running 11-11 wings is we're pretty slow. But here on lap 26, Westy makes a pretty big mistake going to the bridge, and he squeezes us quite heavily there, which was... I was very annoyed about that. I didn't, I'm alongside, you can't just squeeze someone into the wall or close to the wall, but no damage was inflicted, so nothing really to report. We have a considerable gap to Daisy behind of 27 seconds, but unfortunately, as we got to lap 30 here, we're going to have another go at Westy up the inside. We leave him a bit of room on the outside. He goes off track to keep the position, which is a bit annoying, but he doesn't pick up a penalty for it. And coming on to lap 31 now, final lap of the race. We are safe from Daisy behind, so I'm not overly worried about him in terms of penalties, although no, he won't be able to gain 9 seconds on us to get within the required time, or 8 seconds rather. We're hopefully going to try and get past Westy here, just for the sake of beating him on track. I would like to. Our best bet is probably, well, into here is a good choice, as he actually leaves the door open. As we have a massive snap of oversteer there, that could have been interesting. As Westy does actually pick up a 3-second time penalty, so yeah, a bit too little, too late really for picking up that penalty. As we're coming through the hairpin now onto what will probably be the last overtaking opportunity, we're going to use all of our overtake, or most of our overtake. We're going to go with the inside here. He leaves the space, and we're hopefully going to get a decent exit. Deploy some overtake. We're going to hold the inside for this chicane, and we outbrake him going into here. We squeeze him out a little bit, but we leave him enough room. And when I was side by side, he's, I think, slots in behind us here, realizing that there's no point risking his race to try and get past me when he's going to win up penalties. Unfortunately, we're not going to win this race, obviously, but we're going to beat him on track, which is very happy. Which makes me very happy. Still a win eluding us. But yeah, if we do, I feel like I drove well this race, and if we hadn't have dicked around with the strategy, we would have, me and Alex would definitely be in a good position. But yeah, I'm very happy with how we performed, and it's good to be in second again, and there's a lovely fight with Westy. And once again, outscoring the people that we need to try and close up to second place in the Drivers' Championship.
With all the fireworks, there's literally no FPS. That's, yeah.
Unlucky, I mean...
I don't care. I do what
Well,
I want
yeah,
to do.
I'll take seconds though. God, so fucking lazy at the start. Is that toxic, saying that he did well?
Well, I've been kicked from FTR, so.
Well, Bobcat is inviting me to the party.
Well, yeah, put him into you.
Puggies.
Are you gonna golf after? Or?
Yeah, I'll probably head up into bed.
Yeah, alright. I'll see you whenever I next see it.
Alright, I'll
Probably won't
see
be
you,
till Thursday.
Yeah, unlucky, but.
Oh, I don't care for an extra big race. I'm happy. So. Alright, see you later.
See you, mate. So as you can see there, we are now, I believe, 20. I've got to do maths, about 30 odd points behind Websy. With that second place, Daisy has closed in. She hasn't closed in. We've extended the gap on Daisy a bit more. Alex has lost a little bit of a gap at the top of the Drivers' Championship, but it's not too much for him to be worried about. And once again, we are going to be extending our lead in the Constructors' Championship for Alfa Romeo. So yeah, if you did enjoy this race, please do leave a like, share and subscribe. Hopefully we can get that elusive win from our return to FTR, get redemption at some point. So let me know if you think we'll get that by the end of the season. I'll catch you all for some more F1 2020 content very soon.